Greetings and salutations, viewers. I'm StarPrincessHLC, and welcome back to Asagao Academy. When I last left off, Shane doesn't trust us and has been very vocal about how much he dislikes us, just simply on the fact that it's like, you can't trust people with pink hair, which I still find very weird, considering it's like, Commander Holly has pink hair and she's awesome, but I digress. And now JonTron has asked us to be in his play of Romeo and Juliet, so now we are here at the theater, and it's gorgeous with bright red seats, and he's down on the stage, arms flung to the ceiling, and we are going to see how this plays out. Quite literally. Doth thou protestations relinquish mine famine? Nay. Thanks, Shock. Your input is fantastic. Nay! Shock, you've got to have a little more intensity. He's a robot. He doesn't feel. What do you expect? Don't you want to be famous? Nay. Why, you little... excuse me.
Hana.
Hi. His voice shot up several octaves. Yeah, he can really hit the high notes sometimes when he's, like, in a very intense moment. Come in, come in, come in. He leaped up the stairs, grabbed me by the hand, and pulled me into the room. And started making out with me furiously? I don't know. I wasn't sure you were going to come. Thank you so much, Hana. You were really the only person I could trust to do this. About that, John, I don't know about this. I'm not really an actress. There's no way I could be Juliet. Huh? He stopped pulling me. Who said anything about Juliet? Didn't you?
No.
That wasn't the part you wanted to talk to me about? Oh, no, of course not. You're right. You're not suited to Juliet at all. What? Ouch. He ran backstage, returning with a large inflatable bag. Actually, I wanted you to be... Drumroll, please, Jacques! Da 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 da. He tossed the bag on the stage. The crumpled plastic unraveled, revealing...
Yeah!
A tree! A tree. You're perfect for the part. You're so shy and quiet. You have an impressive ability to stand still for long periods of time. Well, this isn't what I expected. The other day in class, you stared into space for almost 20 minutes straight and didn't move a muscle. Oh. Of course. Why would he want me to play a lead role? It was obvious I wasn't cut out for that kind of thing. Wanting to play the Romeo to my Juliet. How ludicrous. What's wrong? Of course I wouldn't be able to play Juliet. No one would think I could do that. Well, it's not that you can't. But John wasn't trying to be mean. He just didn't seem to get that it was insulting. Well, again, to be fair, Juliet died horribly, so it's like, why would you aspire to that? I mean, literally, she stabbed herself in the gut when she couldn't be with her Romeo, who poisoned himself because he thought she was dead. Just saying, not a very good romance. Still better than Twilight, don't get me wrong, but a lot of things are better than Twilight. I'll think about it, okay? But I think I'm gonna go for now. If you say so, be sure to give me your answer soon. I'm so ready for this. It's going to be the best play yet, especially with Jacques as our Juliet. You put the robot bird, who's a male, by the way, as the female lead. I mean, yes, I know back in ye olden days they had young prepubescent boys playing the role of women in Shakespeare plays, but at the same time, it's a robot bird. I love you. Yeah, my thoughts exactly, Hana. Goodbye, John.
See you later.
See you later, Hana. Ugh! Sorry. Gonna have to get over that for the play. How awful was that? I shut the door to the dorm room, wanting nothing more than to collapse onto my bed.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Hana. Mai was laying on her bunk upside down, her red hair spilling over the side. Something glinted in her hands. Is it another picture, Jared? What are you doing? I'm cutting out little blossoms, see? She held a pink cherry blossom to the ceiling. So your senpai will notice you. I don't have a senpai currently. Oh, well, you have a senpai, obviously. Yeah, we know you're obsessed with Sparkly Jared. What are you even talking about? You know, senpai always knows the girl when she's outside, surrounded by a shower of cherry blossom petals, the wind blowing in her hair. You've been watching too much animes.
Bingo.
Your guy will definitely notice you with these. A flash of anger ripped through me. Why don't you just save them for yourself? Jared will never notice you without them. I turned on my heel and stalked out of the dorm room. Oh, she's mad. It was because of stuff like that that I thought John was trying to... No, it was stupid of me to imagine it could happen in the first place. I stepped out to the front of Poppy Hall, the crisp evening air wafting against my face and cooling my skin. A faint tinge of smoke threaded its way into my hair, reminding me of days spent cooking with my father. How stupid. I headed for the field, my stomach sinking with every step. I shouldn't have snapped at Mai. None of this was her fault. And she was being so nice to me, and I said that awful thing to her. She was never going to want to be my friend again. I stopped at a tree and leaned against it. The sun was rapidly setting, the night air growing colder and colder. Although I was shivering, I didn't want to go back inside. There was no way I could face Mai after what happened. What a terrible person I was. I sat down and hugged my knees, pressing my head into my arms. I stayed that way for a long time, trying not to pay attention to what was going through my head. The wind picked up, roaring past me and whipping my hair against my skin. She sat out there all night over that? Good God, she is so dramatic. It was so loud I didn't hear the footsteps until they were right next to me. I looked up. Mai, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have snapped at you. I was just upset because I thought John wanted me to be Juliet, but it turns out he wants me to be a tree. I shouldn't have cared so much about it. I'm really just an awful person. Well, that's not the expression I expected. Mai let out a peal of laughter. That John, he doesn't mean anything by it. But that is something he would do. He's nice, but he can be a little clueless sometimes. If I'm being honest, I think his buddy Aaron is more clueless. Oh, snap. She sat next to me and wrapped an arm around my shoulders. Together we huddled against the rough bark of the oak tree, somewhat sheltered from the wind. You remember what Shane said about my hair? Mai's arm tightened around me. I've been on edge ever since. I don't know how to face them. Even when they're being nice, I'm so afraid they hate me. I'm sorry I'm such a coward. Well, it's okay. We're all cowards sometimes. Maybe we should just approach our problems directly instead of coming at them from the side with flowers and friendship. You want to join the Normal Plutes Club, don't you? Yes. Originally, she didn't want to! Where did this come from? All of a sudden, it's like, sure, I want to join now. You're not even that big into video games. You played one round of Satire Super Smash Bros. Well, I want to date Jared. Neither of these will happen if we keep avoiding the stuff that makes us nervous. Yeah. If we want something, we should go get it. We shouldn't, just because we're used to waiting for things to happen to us, doesn't mean that we're always going to if we're just patient enough. She's got a point there. Just do it! Hana, if you want to join the Normal Boots Club, you have to keep moving forward, strongly without fear, without looking back, right? Yeah. Again, where did this come from? Originally, she didn't want to join the Normal Boots Club. She was enjoying their company, but she was like, whatever. And the same goes for you, Mai. Yeah, it does. Gotta practice what you preach, girlfriend. I rested my head on my shoulder. Thank goodness that she was taller than my paltry 5'2". She lay her head on top of my own.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to try harder. Nothing good came of me avoiding my problems and being a coward. I can't keep running away or else eventually I'm going to run out of places to go. And then I'll break. If I really want to make a new life at Asagao, I have to try.
Seriously?
I'm going to be my best self and be myself. And I'm going to actually try. Who knows? Maybe Shane will warm up to me eventually. I pulled me closer into a hug.
Yeah!
That's the spirit! Now, what do you say we get inside? It's freezing. Yes, let's. And thank you, Mai. Mai smiled at me. No, thank you. Let's go. Woohoo! Friendship! Quickly, there's only 2 minutes left. Which game is this? Giant yellow letters ballooned onto my phone's screen, blocking several falling cubes and preventing me from making more combos and deploying more troops. Damn it, get out of the way! A small yellow plush with a great smiley face with a waved sword and a big bad, a giant, came rushing out of the castle. Is she playing Clash of Clans? Smiley man, so we meet again. What are you doing? You lose. Aw, no! How did we lose so quickly? Whoops, sorry. Ian, the brutal moose of yore, that's quite a title, stood over my shoulder peering at my phone. What do you want? Yuck, touchy, aren't we? Oh, he's special. He writes in a different font. What do you do at play such a boring game anyway? Nothing. I was waiting for Mai and I was bored. To tell the truth, I was practicing. That game's similar to the one that's going to be in the tournament, right? You lost pretty quickly. It doesn't seem like you're any good. He looked at my phone again and froze. I glanced back at the screen. My score was still slowly totaling, speeding over the 100,000 range.
What?
Holy crap, how did you do that? Do what? Your score. That's incredible. How long have you been playing this game? I never seen Ian so animated. If you asked me, I would almost say he cared about what was happening. Probably way more than you think. You remember, girls are more into mobile, tablet, phone set games. Like, that's where most of the 45% of gamers are girl thing. That's because they include mobile games in it. I guess 2 weeks, maybe? Only 2 weeks? He put his hand to his chin and thought, if you're this good at this game, you might be able to learn to play the one for the tournament. What are you suggesting? He glared at me. We both know you'd love to join the Normal Blitz Club, and they need someone to fill puzzle games during the tournament. You need to join the team. I gazed at him, trying to read his face. Could he be pulling my leg? It was possible that I was actually much worse than average, and he wanted me to join the team to drag down their score. A dirty move, but I wasn't sure Ian would do it if given the chance. Ian sighed. Look, at least give it some thought. That was impressive, and I wouldn't mind having some competition for once. He turned on his heel and ambled to his seat. What was that about? I told her what just happened.
Really?
Really? He thinks you have what it takes? That would be awesome, wouldn't it, Hana? Is this exactly what you wanted? I guess? Not everyone's so enthusiastic about having me on the team, though. Shane! Shane's glaring face passed through my mind. I'm sure if you proved yourself, it would all be alright. What are you gonna do? I'd like to try. Even if I fail, I'm going to work hard and give it my best. Because that's what we discussed last time. And maybe I can even make Shane and the others accept me. Now's not the time for me to sit around and wonder what else I can do.
Yahoo!
There's my girl! Oh, Hana, you're catapulting through the sky like a shooting star. Bless. Why are you crying, Mai? You still haven't nailed Jared. And what are you going to do next? Talk to them? I imagine myself going head-to-head with Shane flickered through my mind. Well, maybe not just yet. Sensing my unease, Mai shrugged. Well, don't worry about it too much. Ian's part of Hidden Block, after all. I wouldn't help him to have competition. And besides... Ooh, the class started. Shizuka stalked in, looking furious. Did she get dumped again? Turn to page 394. She got dumped again. Or she's still not over her other dumping. Hard to tell, and that was the end of that. Finally, class was over. I gathered my bags and joined Mai as she headed to the door. Hana? Shane stood before me, shifting from foot to foot. Can I speak to you? A lump formed in my throat. What did he want now? Sure, Mai, go on ahead. If you say so. With a worried tone in her voice, Mai left us alone. Shane waved me out of the classroom and into a nook next to the window. It came to my attention that I perhaps said something that perhaps I should not have said. And that perchance I may have possibly bothered you in some such fashion as cause of my words that I said. I'm sorry? Yes, exactly. What?
Well...
I'm sorry for what I said about your hair. My heart skipped a beat. How did you know I heard that? She came to my room last night and tore my ear off. Oh my. My chagrin quickly turned into gratefulness. How many other girls would go to one of the most popular guys in school and chew him out because he was mean to her friend? Especially when I wasn't even supposed to hear it. Especially considering she's got a crush on one of the guys that he's a friend of. Just saying. I hope you can forgive me. A weight lifted from my shoulders. Oh no, I'm really happy. Thank you so much for apologizing to me. To be honest, I've been worrying about this for a while now. So I'm glad you changed your mind. I didn't say that. It's like, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings, but I still don't like you. I deflated. Look, it's not really about you. Or in a way it is, but you can't really help that. Is that supposed to make me feel better? Never mind. Look, you have to come with me. I have a surprise. Oh boy, what is it? Following Shane around was not something I would particularly like to do, especially considering what just happened. Yeah, he basically just said, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings, but I still don't like you. But, yeah, okay. Shane grabbed my wrist and led me down the hallway. Hey, don't touch it! You do not have my consent! I could probably have followed him just as well without his needing to do that, but there were worse things in this world. True. Before long, we wound up in front of the Normal Boots Club room. What is this? Without saying a word, Shane opened the door and led me in. Inside, the entirety of Normal Boots was waiting, along with a sullen-faced Ian.
Bye.
Well, looks like my work is done. Goodbye. He brushed past me as PPG began to laugh.
See ya.
Thanks, man. See you in the tournament. So, Hana, I bet you're wondering why Mr. Stoic brought you here. A little bit, yeah, especially because he admitted he doesn't like me. As you know, there's a tournament that happens each year in early spring. This year, the tournament is in about a month and a half. We each compete in various events. It used to be an easy win, but with Hidden Block around, things changed. We want to keep our competitive edge. Something happened last year that made it so we no longer have someone competing in the puzzle category. I stand by my decision. So we need someone to take John's place. I don't understand. We all have different categories we're entering into, and half of us have jobs or other clubs that we're busy with. We can't exactly take more on. For example, I compete in the invention and game design category. I play retro games, get a higher score than the other fellow by the end of the level, that kind of thing. You do play a lot of retro games. I play pinball on the machines that the arcades provides, and it's the same thing, really. Shane does Mario Kart Racing, aka Mario Kart Racing, or at least he will this year. I do completion speedruns, so I gather and accomplish everything in a game as fast as possible. It's just as draining as it sounds. Oh, you love it, Gerard, and you know it. We compete in tag team 80s and 90s arcade beat-em-ups. Specific, I know. Again, very specific to, like, what they review or play in their channels, just saying. And I dance. So what, you do DDR or something? We each have our own fields and we can't take the time to learn a new one. So Ian told us how good you are at Dumby Doom's Revenge. He suggested you enter a tournament as a member of the Normal Boots Club.
Really?
He really? Why on earth would he do that? I mean, I'm competition. You think he'd want an easy win? Actually, no. He would probably want a tough win. That way he could gloat about it later. He's won that event every year since he's gone to school in that district. He wants a little challenge this time around. Just because we're rivals doesn't mean we're not friends. Anyways, we voted on whether you should join the club, and, well, long story short, we've got a compromise. You enter the tournament, and if you win, you get to join the Normal Boots Club. If you lose, well, you don't have what it takes. What do you say? This was amazing. This was exactly what I wanted after one episode of this whole Let's Play. This was my chance, but
I don't know.
Yeah. If I lost, didn't that mean I would lose their friendship too? I'd be a laughingstock. I'd be left alone again.
Oh no.
When did you show up? Bye. You should accept. But where did you even come from? Don't you remember what you told me?
Uh-huh.
No more giving up. Yeah, I do. Okay, I'm going to try. And that was how I got to the opportunity to join the Normal Boots Club. If I could win my event for the tournament, I would officially join the team. If I didn't, well, the club would be more likely to lose the tournament, and I wouldn't get to stick around. It was scary, but if I succeeded, it would be worth it. I couldn't sleep at all that night, so when morning came, I put on my uniform and headed to class early. With that, I think we will leave it there. On a happy, triumphant note, we have an opportunity to join the Normal Boots Club. We have an opportunity to be a tree also, but I think that was more on John's part than the entirety of the group. So, only good things can happen from this point on. Mai will probably be trying more to get Jared. He will be trying to do better at this tournament and get into the Normal Boots Club. We still have yet to pick a guy to date, but, well, I guess we'll get to that at another point. But for now, this is StarPrincessHLC saying thank you very much for watching, and have a fond farewell.